what up guys? Shane from the Great V8, just back with another video. Just got my car up on the lift. Finally gonna make a video about my new lift and the new setup we got at the garage. So we'll check it out. Just doing some regular maintenance today, just checking the car out, checking some exhaust stuff. I had some rattles going on and a couple other small little dumb things, but we're checking it out. Ended up being just a bad heat shield rubbing, so no big deal there. But it's so nice finally actually having a lift to work with. It's pretty hot in here, but we're gonna get fans going and stuff. But got the car up on the lift today. It's really freaking awesome to have a lift. It changes the game. Like, to be able to get the car up off the ground with not using jacks and get it on the lift and be able to do anything I need. You know, a 4-post lift like this is freaking amazing. So just over here at the new garage, just kind of hanging out. Like I said, checking out the car and making sure everything's good under here. There's no leaks. This thing is like brand new, man. There's literally not a drop of anything under here. It's perfect, so that makes me feel good. We actually did the exhaust valve modification. So what that means is I actually took this out. There's a spring inside of here that I popped out. I, permanently opened up the valve so it's open all the time. And then you put a little zip tie. You can see right there. Put the zip tie in and it holds the valve open all the time. Normally it'll only open when you have it in track mode, but I kind of like it just to have it be open all the time. It sounds really good. It's such an easy and free mod to do. You know, it hasn't given me any issues. It hasn't came apart. Some people are saying that the zip tie is gonna melt. This doesn't get hot. I mean, I've just drove this car here. It's barely warm to the touch. So these have lasted pretty good. They haven't moved at all. They've been good, So yeah, like I said, just pretty much today, just checking out the car. First time I got it up on the lift. And it's gonna come up on its first oil change soon, so I gotta change the oil and do that stuff soon. But got the new tires on. Gotta get those wheel spaces put in. You guys can see what I'm talking about. It's okay. It's a 275, but I don't know. Maybe when I do the springs, it'll be a little bit better. But the last video I did was pretty much talking about how these cars are pretty cheap to own, and I wanted to do a series on like building like a scat pack like cheap. And the video got a lot of views already. I think people like it, I think it's a cool video series, how you can be, building these cars for cheap and you don't have to go crazy, really expensive mods on these things to have fun and have it sound good, Pretty funny coincidence though, the day I make the video and I'm like, oh yeah, the car's giving me no problems at all, everything's been fine, the brakes start squeaking. So I got a pretty serious brake squeak right now coming from the front. I don't know what the hell it is. It only happens when the car is warm. So as soon as the brakes get hot, as soon as the rotor warms up, it's got this wicked high-pitched squeak. Like just at the end of the brakes, like you come to a stop, it's just like, and it's got this like really annoying squeak. So I don't know what the hell is going on with that. The rotors look pretty good. I mean, what do you think? They got right around 26,000 miles on them. I'm pretty sure they're factory rotors. A buddy of mine said they look a little glazed. So might have to change the rotor soon. The pads are so new. The pads are like new, This has the bigger calipers. Not the 6-piston, but it has the 4-piston, but the larger ones, I think they changed in like 2019 or something. Somebody can correct me in the comments, but it does have the bigger brake calipers. It doesn't have the old, smaller Brembos. But yeah, I can't believe it. I'm over here bragging about, how good the brakes were and stuff, and then like, I go and make the next video and this car is just making so much noise right now. So I don't know what the hell is going on. Still, they're coming from the front. It's not the rears. 100% the rears are not the problem at all. I stuck my head out the window and I kind of like listened, as I was coming to a stop. And it's just like this really high-pitched squeak. So worst case scenario, I got to buy a set of rotors. I think they're like, I don't know, a few $100 maybe. I think like $250 $260 for the pair. I'll probably reuse the pads unless they have like a big, you know, wear line in, which I don't think they do. But I'm probably gonna do the front rotors now at $26K. I don't know if they've been done before. I bought the car, you know, used, so I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me if these are the factory rotors or not. They're not drilled, but they are cross-slotted. You know, I don't know if that came factory. It's hard to tell if these have been changed or not. I don't even know if they've been changed or not. But yeah, other than the brake squeak, this car has been freaking awesome, dude. It's so much fun. Like in the summertime, like now, it's so nice out. We get the lift now, and I'll be able to do a lot more mods now. And I'll be able to like do way more to the car. So I'm freaking pumped. I just think it's kind of weird how it's only happening when you come to a stop. Like, you know, you could be going fast, driving, hit the brake, nothing. As soon as you come to a stoplight or, you know, like a stop sign, you come into the end of the brake cycle, it's just like you applying the brake, you know, applying the brake, and then it's got this like, oh my God, it's such a high-pitched squeak. It almost hurts your ears. It's so ear-piercingly loud. Really freaking annoying. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. But I'm pretty sure it's the driver's side making the noise. It could be the passenger side too. I don't know. These rotors seem a little like, even when you put your, like run your finger against it. You hear that? I don't know if the camera picks that up, but it's almost like they might just be glazed, you know? Like sometimes when rotors get like excessive heat, they get just glazed, you know? Possibly the dealer that I bought it from maybe just changed the rotors. I mean, changed the pads and didn't change the rotors, and those are factory rotors, and they pad slapped it because the pads are so new, like really new. Like the pads look brand new. I don't know if I can even show you. I don't think this lady can pick up the pads, but maybe. Actually, you can kind of see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Pads are right there. You know, the pads are like new. So maybe they just pad slapped it. There's a lot of rust on the hats. I should just do them anyway because the hats look like shit. I don't like that real rusty anyway. I was gonna paint them. I was gonna take the wheel off and actually just paint this whole thing and just tape this off. I seen Chris Sullivan make a cool video where he tapes everything off and he paints, you know, the hats black or whatever color to match. I was gonna do that, but if they make a noise, I might as well just change the whole thing now. I might as well just do rotors and get rid of this brake squeak because this shit's freaking annoying as hell. Come to a stop with this beautiful car and everyone's looking at the car like, oh, that thing's sweet, and then you just hear like, it's like so embarrassing. But yeah, definitely not the rears. The rears are fine. It's definitely coming from the front. So that's the next thing I gotta fix. I'm coming up on the first oil change. I gotta change the oil probably within, I don't know, it's in the next like 500 to 700 miles. Will come up on 4,000. I know some people go 5,000 miles on those oil changes because it's full synthetic. But I'm gonna go 4,000. I mean, you can't really have too clean of oil. I think 4,000 is a good number to change the oil at in these. I know, like I said, people go 5,000. They recommend 5,000, I think. The dealer will tell you 5,000, but you can't have too clean of oil. Like, that sounds ridiculous. So I've been checking it. The oil level hasn't dropped at all. This car doesn't burn a drop of oil. Nothing. It is like perfect. It's clean still. Like, it's still, you know, it's not dirty. I haven't changed it since I got it, and I've driven it coming up on, like I said, about, I don't know, a little over 3,000 miles, 3,600 miles I think I've gone so far. And so oil change, brakes. I don't think anything else is due for quite a while. I looked up the FSM on the car, and like spark plugs, all that stuff, nothing's due for quite a while. I think the next big service is like 60,000 miles or 64,000 miles. If someone has the, you know, any more information than I do on the FSM, which is factory scheduled maintenance, please put that in the comments or, you know, direct me to a place that has that all the time. I'm just going to go to the dealer and, you know, ask them for the FSM printout so I can see what's due at what mileage interval, because I don't want to, you know, go too long and have old oil and, you know, transmission fluid, rear end, you know, gear fluid. I want to change all that stuff at the right, you know, at the right intervals. Funny, so many of my buddies tell me to take the cats off. They're like, take the cats off, go catless. And I'm just like, man, you know, I've driven so many Mustangs like that, and I built so many other cars with no cats and like full exhaust. And yeah, it sounds freaking good. Like, it'll really liven this car up, but man, it stinks. You drive the car for like 20 minutes, you smell like an exhaust, like fumes. It's just nasty. The state I live in still has emissions, so I don't know if that's going to screw up, you know, put a check engine light on for cat efficiency, because it'll pretty much, you know, fail that. So that's probably not an option. I don't know how to make it louder than what it is now. I mean, I did the mid-muffler delete, and I guess I can get rid of the rear resonators. You know, these are just stock. I kept the stock tips for now. I am getting tips. I'm ordering the Raccoon Performance tips. I'm all done with these stupid freaking HDMI square style tips, you know. Although they are painted black, which is kind of cool. It's starting to flake, and it's just starting to get rusty. You can see that one's like pretty bad. Looks kind of shitty, so. The next mod will be the tips. And then I'm sort of on the fence if I cut these out or not. Like, oh man, I'm so on the fence. I don't know if I want to cut these out. I know it'll be way louder if I cut these out, like way louder. I've heard a lot of my buddies that have Chargers and stuff and RTs and stuff and Scat Packs that have these cut out. And it just kind of raspy though. I don't know. What do you guys think? Will it become like really raspy if I just cut these and either straight pipe or put like a bullet style resonator in there? Probably just go straight pipe and then with the tip, you know? But, man, I'm so on the fence. I don't know, there's so much stuff I want to do to this car. Summertime just flying by. I feel like I don't have enough time between work and, you know, my married life, trying to make time with my wife and trying to make time for car time and all that shit. It's been tough. It's been a busy freaking summer. Like I said, I had a little bit of an issue with this heat shield right here. Rattling. I don't know if you guys ever had that problem, but the heat shield was like rubbing a tiny bit, I think, just barely touching. And it was just making this like, seems pretty good now. I think I got it. It was making this freaking god-awful noise when you start it up. Only cold though. It wasn't making it when it was hot. It was just kind of like, when you start up, you'd hear it, brrr, and then it just, for whatever reason, the exhaust would warm up and it would go away. So I don't know about that, but like I said, stock exhaust, stock manifold, stock cats, all that stuff. All I did was the mid muffler delete, just welded in the resonators right there, and that's it. I haven't done anything really to this car at all, but it's freaking clean, man. This thing is so clean. Look at that. I mean, there's not a drop of anything. It's literally perfect. Orange block, baby. Hemi life. You know what I thought was really cool about this exhaust? So many exhausts on other cars like Mustangs and Camaros or whatever else, you can't just like unbolt the tips. Like you'd have to chop them off, weld new tips in. These tips are actually freaking cool. I don't know if you guys know this, but on the Challengers, they just bolt on. Like it has its own flange, 13mm bolt, and it just bolts on. Like you can just unscrew it. I'll show you. You can just loosen this right here. I don't let it focus. You just kind of loosen this right here, and then this whole piece just comes off. People get confused and see this weld right here, and they're like, oh, it's welded on, you gotta cut it. And I've seen people actually cut this. They'll cut this right here, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, there's a bolt there. You unbolt this, the whole tip just comes right off. And I found some new ones from Raccoon Performance. Those have been like the best ones I've seen so far. And they literally just bolt on. It is like a 10-minute job. Like, as long as he's not too rusted, you know, hit him with some PB Blaster, and then they'll come right off. 13mm bolt, take them off, but I want to get the Raccoon Performance. It's like a quad tip. I think it might be 2.5 or 3 inch, and there's, you know, they're quad, so there's 2 and then 2. I think it's gonna look so freaking good. I can't wait. That's my next mod. Those are on order, so I'll make a video about the tips. Some people say it changes the sound. I don't think it's gonna change the sound much. Maybe it will a little bit. I'm getting them for the looks. I think it's gonna look a hell of a lot better. I do have plans on changing the diffuser to a more aggressive diffuser, and I wanna get the one that has the, it's got like fins here. You know, it looks freaking real aggressive. It looks so cool. I wanna get that. Plus this bumper's kind of messed up a little bit. It's got some scratches. You can kind of see like right there, it's got some scratches, so it's not like perfect. The car's, you know, it's a 21, so it's not brand new. It's new to me. But yeah, I wanna do lower end springs too. Those are cheap. You can get H&Rs for $200. Like I said, guys, the whole point of this series was like talk about how you can do stuff cheap. Like, yeah, those tips, you know, they can be a few bucks, but they're easy. I think they're like a couple $100, and you just bolt them on, and then you got cool exhaust tips. The springs, it's a little bit of a job if you know how to do springs. If you know how to like take apart suspension stuff, it's pretty easy. I've done it before. I've done it on a lot of cars. This shouldn't be any different. suspension work is suspension work. As long as you take your time and unbolt everything and everything comes apart and you're easy with it and you don't break anything, you should be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna do the lowering springs, H&R. Forgot the part number. I think it's like a 7.0 whatever. But they're like $200, and you get like a 1.5 to 2 inch drop. So I think that'll be just enough drop where it won't be slammed, but it'll take away from that fender gap. I think, you know, I'll probably end up with like a 2-finger width in the back, like a 2 in the front. So that'll be pretty freaking sweet. That'll look good. I think with a drop, my exhaust tips, and a few other small things, man, this thing's ready to go. What other mods should I do, guys? I don't know. I really want to get a wicker bill too. That's what I want to get. I want a wicker bill. I haven't done that because I'm honestly just scared to drill the freaking wing out, man. I don't know why. It's like freaked me out. You gotta get a rivet gun, and it's like 8 holes. You gotta, I think you gotta pre-drill the holes, and then you rivet in the retainer bolts, and you just bolt it on. But it looks so good. I want to do that real bad. I want a wicker bill, and that's gonna, I think between the wicker bill and the radiator diffuser tips, it's gonna change the whole look of the back of this car. It's gonna make it look so much more aggressive. I am freaking pumped. But the fact that we have the garage now, and we have the lift, and we're able to just pull the car and do whatever the hell we want to it whenever we want, having your own lift is like so clutch. I'm freaking pumped. Guys, it's so freaking hot outside. It's like high 80s. It's just humid. It's just been really nasty. But just trying to get the work on this car. So sorry if I'm a little, out of breath here or whatever. It's just freaking hot as hell. And I'm trying to get this stuff done. But yeah, if you guys enjoy this kind of stuff, man, definitely drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, help the channel. Let's build the channel up. Scat Pack on the budget. Peace.